Welcome back to Fantasy Football Today. We got a fun game tonight between the Colts and the Ravens. The Ravens are 7-point favorites at home. To break down this game, give you the props you need to help you win some cash, it's our buddy Emory Hunt coming to us live from the Caesars Sportsbook at the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. So, Emory, 7-point favorites for the Ravens. Are they going to cover this spread, and how do you see this game unfolding?
Definitely feel like they're going to cover. You look at the matchup, Carson Wentz still working himself back from that ankle injury, from both ankles. Injuries, and that offensive line is up and down versus that aggressive Ravens front seven. That's the matchup that's going to win this one for the Ravens and lay those points with Baltimore.
All right, so Emory likes Baltimore. What about Carson Wentz, like you mentioned? Let's talk about some player props here. So we got Wentz. The number is 226.5 for this passing yards. You going over or under that number?
I'm going over that number. I feel like you're going to see them try to make Carson Wentz win this football game from the pocket. He won't have that dual threat capability because he's still working back from those 2 ankle sprains. So look for the attempts to be high and that passing yards to be over that number. I feel like this is a low number for Carson Wentz.
Yep, hopefully he does get to that. That's at -115. Next prop we're looking at here is revolving around Mark Andrews, star tight end for the Ravens. And I love it whenever we get plus numbers. So we're looking at here the over-under for his receptions is 4.5. You going over or under that one?
I'm going over, and it's plus 130. I look at that number. Is Mark Andrews not playing today? Because he's going to easily smash that number dealing with Lamar Jackson and how they have a chemistry. So I expect him to get 6 or 7 receptions in this ball game. I like the Colts out there on the perimeter. The answers for this passing game today will be over the middle of the field, and that screams Mark Andrews.
Yep, Mark Andrews is due for a big game, and as we saw last week against this Colts defense, Mike Gesicki, 5 catches, 57 yards. So he could do something similar like Gesicki did last week against this Colts defense. Next prop we're looking at here, we got Jonathan Taylor with his rushing yards. It's been a little bit of a struggle for Taylor. You mentioned the offensive line concerns, but the total yards here for him is 72.5. You like this over or under?
I like it going over. That's why I stayed away from the rushing total. We don't know which Ravens defensive front seven aggressiveness will show up versus the run. Sometimes they get ran down the street with the run game, and other times they bow up and stop the run. So avoiding that number, I will look at this more safe number of total yards because I look for more screens coming in this ball game to neutralize that pass rush from Baltimore. And Jonathan Taylor is a guy that can catch and run, and he's liable for one, bust run a game where he's going to break out for a 20-yard jaunt. So I see the total number more attractive than the rushing total. So stay away from that. Go with the over, 72.5 yards.
Get that man the ball. He needs to have the ball in space. Certainly in the passing game, we saw that in week 1. Really haven't seen it since, but certainly this is a number to buy into because he is the best player in the Colts offense, and hopefully he gets the touches that he needs to help you be successful. Like Emory's telling you to go with the total here, total yards for Jonathan Taylor taking the over. Emory, we appreciate your time as always. Enjoy the game tonight and certainly enjoy your time at the Caesars Sportsbook at the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. All right, let's go with some props for our purposes here. Heath, give me one over that you like in tonight's game.
It's Lamar Jackson over 1.5 touchdown passes. He's had some bad touchdown luck passing the ball. This Colts defense, at least 2 touchdown passes to every quarterback they've faced, 11 in 4 games.
Plus 105. I always like it when it's juiced in our favor. I'm going the same thing with an under prop here. That's under 1.5 receptions for Paris Campbell. He's had 2 receptions at most in the 3 games that he's played. He's had 1 game this season already with 1 reception. This Ravens secondary is no joke. Paris Campbell not getting the ball enough, so I'll take my chances with this at plus 150. So Campbell going under 1.5 catches. All right, let's give you some lineups you can play on DFS, FanDuel, and DraftKings. You like Lamar Jackson a lot. He's your MVP.
Oh, yeah, they're going to pass the ball to Marquise Brown and Mark Andrews. They both score at least 1 touchdown. Hopefully Michael Pittman and Paris Campbell get me some garbage time points.
Yeah, you like Paris Campbell. I don't like Paris Campbell. I like Marquise Brown in the captain spot. He's played 3 Monday night games in his career, 4 touchdowns in those 3 games. I think you'll see Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews helping Marquise Brown, Nyheim Hines with those dump-off passes, the Ravens DST making things uncomfortable for Carson Wentz, and Rodrigo getting a few field goals because those drives will stall in the red zone for the Colts. All right, great job, Heath. Great job, Chris Towers, Pete Prisco, Emory Hunt. Great job, you, for watching. A lot of injuries. We're going to be back on Tuesday with the waiver wire moves that you need, but enjoy that Monday night football game tonight between the Ravens and the Colts. And thanks for watching FFT.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.